Hi guys, I'm really tired, but I thought this video was important to make because some people have been asking me why can't they reduce quite as much as I can? Why isn't their waist training going as quickly as they expected to? Why are they getting pain in their side? And I just want to address this because everybody is shaped differently. Everybody will have a different lean muscle percentage and different fat percentage, and your inside organs are actually not a complete replica of anybody else's inside organs. There is some slight variation in the size of your organs, in the orientation and where they are. So what you see in those anatomy books is just a general representation, but you shouldn't take that to be the exact orientation and position of all of your organs. So some people will be able to cinch down faster or more inches than you, but that's something that you can't really control. So in my past few review videos for the different types of corsets, I had mentioned that I had bought them a year ago, and I did not undergo an actual waist training regimen at the time. I just wore them, for the occasional back injury. I used to do a lot of heavy lifting, and that provided some relief for me, and I also wore them just as fashion. But like I said, I was able to close those completely before because I wasn't going to be wearing them for quite as long a time, quite so many hours at a time as I do now, and and I was also 15 pounds less at that time of year. So once I got my custom corset 6 months ago, that was when I actually started my waist training regimen, and like I had said before, I used to wear it a minimum of 2 hours a day, maybe a maximum of 10 hours a day, and just by that I was able to reduce about an inch per month. And what I have found recently is I haven't been able to go down any further. Like 22.5 inches was pretty much the most I could cinch, and so I had reached a plateau. And what I need to do to get out of that plateau, get past it, is I actually need to backtrack a little bit. So right now I'm only wearing my corset 23.5 inches now, and I'm wearing it for longer hours, like 12 to 16 hours a day. What I have found when I started doing that is my custom corset that I bought, see I'm wearing it right now, I actually have a yellow placket on instead of a black one, so you can actually see how wide the laces are apart. But what I had found is I started getting hot spots. What hot spots are, they're pressure points, or places where your skin chafes. Thank goodness I haven't gotten any bruised ribs or anything, because I have heard that happens to some people. But I started getting hot spots right at the back, side back here, where my ribs are pretty much the widest, and it is very uncomfortable. So I'm a little bit disappointed at the fact that I'm getting these hot spots and pressure points, because a corset should never hurt. It might be a little bit uncomfortable, but it should never actually get to the point of pain, which is basically at the point that I am at right now. And I think it has mostly to do with the fact that it is a front lacing corset, because most corsets, they close at the front and then they wrap around and cinch by the back, so that most of the pressure is actually on the front abdominal region. Because I have the front lacing corset with a closed back, I think what's happening is I'm getting a lot of pressure in the back sides, where it's starting to curve around more so than in the front. And so I think that's where the discomfort is coming from. But I don't think that is the fault of the corset maker, because I did request having a front lacing corset. I thought it would be easier on me, but it turns out it was not the best thing for tight lacing. So I am actually buying a couple more corsets. I've actually already ordered them, and they should be here by January. They're not custom made, but I did actually email the owner of the company, gave them my measurements, and they picked out the one that they think would be the most appropriate style for me. So I'm very appreciative of that. I've tried sleeping in my corset, but it is, like I said, it's very uncomfortable. So I'm kind of at a standstill right now. Once I get those corsets in January, the new ones, and I've been able to season them and break them in a little bit, then I will do a review for you guys. And I've also decided to go slower because just because I have been able to progress very quickly with my reduction doesn't mean that other people can. And I don't want other people hurting themselves in any way trying to get more reduction than their body is ready for. So I'm taking it upon myself, I'm taking responsibility to show you guys how to waist train properly and safely for everybody. So like I said, I'm back at 23.5 inches, and I'm only going to be reducing half an inch per month at most, not 1 inch per month like I had done before, so that I can show you guys, how to reduce at the safest rate, and also hopefully this will help me overcome the plateau that I had hit before.